Sir, a China finance minister or parliament now or read the budget now. Me expectation then say Obama more attention at your core agriculture no as any other thing because a whole area nyame bosu or the boy no or this sanyama we nyina achayen say we should take advantage of it na yamfa mo yambra and say yesuasua afoforo na momo no de ye won no yenane dane mu na yempa ho nimdia yebama agric no aye adinya kasedi amayen.
My issue is how well can we see that the actual budget is being implemented? Like, how well can we see that if it's $100,000, how well do we see that $100,000 is actually being used for a specific sector that they are trying to regulate? If they're able to show in evidence, because most of previous governments have done so many budget readings, but then we still have the issue of, but we are still facing the same situation where agriculture, like lots of farmers are facing more crisis when it comes to supply of equipment and even when it comes to like basic fertilizers, right? And so my issue is that if they can read all these things in parliament, that's fine. But how well do we see it in place that at the very least in 2 years, 3 years, we can see that 100,000 was executed in this manner? Then we can track that progress. I think that's what I have.
Well, with the budget reading tomorrow, we are hoping for the best, especially for the youth. We are looking out for agric. Agric seems to be the only sector that can absorb the large number of young graduates and young people in Ghana. So we are looking forward to seeing some real reforms with agriculture. And tourism is also on my mind. I mean, tourism. We've seen a lot of events coming in, what they call MICE. We are hoping that government can really improve on that. We have more centers because one of the challenges we face is for event organizers is having venues to be able to carry out some of these events that can attract foreigners to the country. So we would like to see a lot more collaborations where we have event centers dropping their cost at least to meet some of these events, and then yes, we can say Ghana will be moving forward.
I'm expecting the government to focus more on agriculture and youth employment because its main propaganda in the election was the 24-hour economy. So I'll be expecting more focus on the agriculture sector. He has to mechanize agriculture production, that is expand the agriculture sector by introducing mechanized agriculture like the use of machineries and other things. I think those things will help to create employment for the youth because there will be operators of the machines, engineers and all those things.
Agree any youth employment ni we need the idea and we have because our mind be coso anyway ejina emebunu so na mebunu so nya adwuma ya Emma like I den ahoto den eba because say otiona so ni adwuma bia ya bibia bia sinitima na like sorry ne keke what I say nti like adwuma de ehu hia ye pa wo man we mu what I say because say uni adwuma ya how do you say like wetimi as survival or mining and Ghana dey back like edi enya bebre no and say yempani for be promise ye bebre but omo ba de omo kan ye no enya sa na ye den ye hu no
Ghana ha no de betime aboa na especially yan agriculture no sa agriculture ni tumi kwasoma yan na enya youth no so ye benya adwuma ye enya youth no employment no so e be kwaso amaye na especially budget no sesama yan tourism esam so no e be boa ye ene say yan kasa ye made in Ghana goods empaboa ane ehwo nyama kakra yetumi ya wa Ghana ha no tourism so ba Ibrahim afoforo so aba ha se aba fa e de akọ ni nyina be bo ma no so mutumi sisa budget no ma ya they are expecting no especially in agriculture yan youth employment and especially in tourism section and also about boa hen pa anti they are expecting no.
Government should look at the agriculture sector in terms of the regions, the 16 regions we have, where each region has its strengths from. Let's say if Western region is good at cocoa, the government should focus more use the youth in the region to do large-scale cocoa farming. Let's say the northern region, the Volta region, if they are good at rice, we should focus and do large-scale farming at the Volta region. The same applies to the central, and then to the eastern, and then to the southern part, which is the Greater Accra region.
Okay, so for me, I expect that the government is going to consider creating more job opportunities for we the nurses, because after 4 years of education, I expect that I'll come out and then serve my country faithfully. And I expect that I wouldn't stay home and then misuse all that I have studied. Considering the current issue where nurses have to stay home because of the problems that the government is facing, I think that they have to do something about it so that they can work. So when it's my time, I wouldn't have to stay home because of these issues.